After that stressful day, the entire UNSC has been given a reprieve. After the introduction of a new government on Remnant, all the kingdoms are in chaos of a new player in the rule of Remnant. Menagerie stepped up as a self-sufficient kingdom for Faunus. Siena was rebuked for the mismanagement of Adam Taurus. The edgelord Virgil wannabe is having a hissy fit of losing support and manpower. Roman was interrogated and then incarcerated for his crimes. He has been given the chance of parole if he uses his skills for good. Neo was allowed to visit him as he served his time. Instead, Neo opted to pay for Roman's time and serve as a spy for the UNSC. Salem, on the other hand, decided to gather an army to send to Vale instead of relying on Cinder's worthless ass. Atlas remains as a garrison for Vale. The Vital Festival is coming soon. Jaune, on the other hand, was allowed to take a break. He spent it catching up with his family minus the father. Jaune, so you left him? Sapphire, yes, we bought a different house and I'm demanding custody of your sisters. And since the evidence of what happened to you, I believe the case would be easily settled. Jaune, do you need support of any kind? Since my service, I can ask for some help from the UNSC. Sapphire, no, our family wealth is divided evenly, but since I have all your sisters, a larger portion is sent to me. Don't worry about us, Jaune, our family is fine. Then the store door opens and Saffron and Tara with Adrian comes in. Jean was busy with team assignments. They greeted each other as Tara hands Adrian over to Jaune. For the first time in his life, he's nervous of holding a small infant. With his strength that can lift a tank, he has to be extra careful holding a baby. Saffron, why so nervous? Jaune, you do know I can lift a tank, and you letting me hold a baby. Tara, Jaune, we also know how in control you are, we trust you that much. Adrian giggles and snuggles close to his uncle. Saffron, so got a girlfriend? Jaune, you do know I don't have the time during the war. Sapphire, no, she means when that librarian told us that there's some girl Spartans who like you. Jaune Falibluche. Jaune, I don't know anything about that. The three Arc women adopted cheeky faces. Jaune. Then the family just laughed as they enjoyed their time together. Note Jaune is now in casual attire. Jaune then goes back to Beacon. All the students, knowing they were wrong, apologized to him profusely, and some outright feared him for his combat experience. Jaune passes Team CFEY. Coco, hi Chief. Yatsuhashi, sir. Fox nods. Jaune, you can call me by my name. Velvet, oh then, hi Jaune. Jaune, you guys staying out of trouble? Coco, who do you think we are, Team RWBY?
Velvet, Coco. That's mean.
Jaune, they're in detention if I'm not mistaken. well, I'll see you guys around. Jaune makes his way to his office, but he was met by a team seeking counsel. It was Team Jean-Pierre. Jean, bro, can we ask for some advice? Jaune, all students are allowed that. Please enter my office. They all sat and remained silent.
Jean,
Jaune, I know, you're here to apologize to me.
just get it over it.
I'm an adult technically. Run, I want to say I'm sorry. When we found out about the transcripts, I panicked that you might lead us to a dangerous situation. Nora is the only one I have left of my past life. If I lost her then... Jaune, forgivable, I was an idiot. So I won't hold your reaction against you. He looks to Nora. Nora, I'm sorry I couldn't even help you. I was afraid that Run would hate me if I did. Jaune, are you both orphans? Run, yes. Jaune, that explains that. Alright, I forgive you both. Jaune looks to Pyrrha as she shifted from his gaze. Pyrrha, I couldn't even do anything. After everything, I just couldn't change anything for you. I was Jaune, was really your first real friend? Pyrrha just looks shocked. Jaune, the way you're confused, you couldn't even think of what to do to help. I've seen that kind of chaotic thought from shell-shocked Marines. Just do better now that you have a team full of friends. Jaune, I'll let it go for the friendship we used to have. But don't make the same mistake again. Especially towards my sister, I may not forgive you if you do. Pyrrha, okay.
Jean,
Jaune, it's good to have you back. Jaune, yeah.
Jean, what's this about a Spartan crush?
Jaune, I don't know what you're talking about. Jaune proceeded to enjoy his break, something he hasn't done in 30 years. Jaune roamed around until he reached a classroom and found Glinda watching over a board Team RWBY. Jaune, you doing okay, Glinda? Glinda, just fine, Jaune, just keeping them out of trouble. Jaune nods and looks at the team. Yang was just making a paper plane, Blake reading her book trying to avoid looking at Jaune, Weiss was studying. And RWBY was also studying. Jaune, she did grow up. He then leaves. He walks out to the Beacon Plaza and found a weird sight. Elites and grunts going on vacation and enjoying. RWBY then walks beside Jaune. Jaune, what's going on, RWBY? Arbiter, cultural exchange. A lot of SOS would love to see the humans' culture, especially remnants. Jaune, alright, just don't cause trouble. Sternwort Stern. He sees some students talk to the aliens. Jaune, well, who would have thought we come to this? RWBY goes to get some human food. Next thing, Jaune was met with Spartans out of armor.
Sam, sub-chief.
Kelly, e Jaune.
Frederick, high chief.
Linda, hello Jaune.
Cal, hey Chief.
Jaune, so what are you guys up to?
Frederick.
Just the two us having a reunion party.
Jaune, where's the rest?
Sam, they're having their own or chose to still work.
Kelly, someone has to. Cal, so where's Cortana Chief?
She's usually hanging around you.
Jaune, she's up to something mischievous.
I saw the look on her face last time I saw her.
Linda, that's not good.
What do you think she's up to? Jaune, hell if I know. She's a copy of Dr. Halsey. You know what that kind of mind is like.
Cal, I don't want to think about it.
Sam, so let's hang out like old times.
Spartan Toos, heck yeah.
Chief then wore his helmet for the lulz. They met up with some more Spartans and enjoyed their day as normal human beings. Thank the librarian for that.